Good afternoon, guys. Well, good evening, I guess, probably more appropriate. It is April 13th, 2026. And hi, they call me Pi. I make games, I make all kinds of stuff. But what you're seeing right now is our first project from LessThanPi. It's called Your Class Rep. I need to get that to fade in. It's a physical card game, and we are working on getting physical copies out, so we're getting pretty close to that point. Today was more of a planning day, trying to structure and figure out how we're going to use our time, because that's our most valuable resource. But what I can do today is show you some of my favorite cards, some of the cards I'm most interested in. I guess most interested in the cards I like the most. All right, let's get into it. All right, so here's a sheet of cards here. It's probably better in big mode, huh? Maybe I should swap over. In fact, yeah, let's do that. So here are a few cards. Hold on one second. I'm big moding right now. I didn't think I'd need it, but in hindsight. All right, let's see if big mode works. Uh-oh, it didn't work, guys. There we go. We're almost big there. Oh my gosh, this is so awkward, guys. One moment. Bear with me. All right, there we go. Goodness. Big mode. All right, so here are a few of the cards from our second set. So I really like the classical kids. I think they've changed probably the most out of all of the cards from their original designs. I think they just have so much personality. I think they're really fun. I actually like the male band kid. I used to have really sharp, pointy hair, but I like this new mohawk a little bit more. And then I think I cooked. Is that what the youngsters say? On the music teacher here. I think the female music teacher in particular is pretty strong. I think she's one of the stronger characters overall. And then the male hip hop kid, I'm a huge Parappa fan, so I had to show some love there. Let me know if there are any other characters you guys recognize here. And then we have our third set of cards. Big Street Fighter fan. So these karate kids are inspired heavily by my favorite characters in those games. We have, I believe this young man's name is Kenneth, I think is what I call him. Kenneth. And then the young lady's name, I think, is like Blossom or Rose. Something like that. So those are two of my probably my favorite male and favorite female characters from those games. I actually really like the crossing guards. I think these are some of the stronger designs, and these are actually pretty old. They're really close to the original design. In fact, I think these are other characters that you can go back and see me creating this almost a year ago on YouTube if you look back far enough. I like the new mascots. I think they're pretty strong. I particularly like our Nibs, our Nibs character. I like his little full cheeks. And then I have to, of course, give special attention to our swimmer kids. So for those who don't know, the swimmer kids used to be the class reps of the third set. And I don't remember now. I don't remember why I changed it. I think I changed it just because I really like the Karate Kids more. I think they're. I think I might have changed them when I changed their abilities. But these are obviously inspired by Pokemon. The young lady's name, I believe her name is Cascade. I don't remember what I named the swimmer, the male swimmer guy, so I have to check my notes. And then, of course, last but definitely not least, is our initial set of characters. So one of my big favorites has always been the female speech kid. I think I really like her design. I don't know how well she fits in with all the other characters, but I really like her. Of course, the speech kid, the male speech kid is it's been a favorite of people. Oh no, hopefully you guys can see this. My big head's in the way. Goodness, I didn't think about that. I like the cool kids. I think they just look cool. The substitute teacher, I think the female has always been a standout. And I really like the sporty kids. I think they're pretty cool too. I like this whole page. I just think I did a good job on these characters. And it's important that they are a good representation of the game overall. And of course, the very important Pips and Nibs, the teacher's pets. Yeah, I really like these characters. I spent a lot of time kind of redesigning them. And hopefully it pays off. Hopefully they look great. So, I mean, that's it for the most part. I could show you guys some other things. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Nope. Where's what I'm looking for? Oh, here we go. And this is the cover of the game. That's for set 1A, our first set. And here's the idea we're playing around with for set 2A. So I'm sure you've seen this before if you're a long-time viewer of the channel. But if not, this is probably the direction we're going with for our cards. So I'd love some feedback if you're one of the people who stick around to the end of videos and likes to write comments, and that would be a good time too. Love some feedback. And I'm just going to keep pushing on this stuff. I'm not sure exactly what I'll talk about tomorrow. I'm still trying to iron out the details as far as the how I want to prioritize things. But I do know I would like to actually print these out tomorrow and have something physical to show. So maybe that'll happen tomorrow. Maybe it'll be later in the week. But yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, so I guess we'll call it there. As always, guys, truly appreciate you. God bless, be safe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. See you later, guys. Bye.